Welcome to a video where I made a brilliant video idea that requires a lot of money. So a lot of you should know by now the sacred world called Resins, and the glory of how MiHoYo decided that it will be a good idea to use resins as your main source of farming. Well, to be fair, a lot of games does this like the energy systems, so you can go outside and get alive, well,
Gonna happen anyway, so I don't know if that's even legit anymore.
but also is their source of income. And MiHoYo thought that it would be a brilliant idea to use the resins as their main source of income by only recover 60 out of 160 of your resins for 50 to 200 primary gems per recovery and limited to 6 times a day. Now you guys should already watch some of the tips and tricks on YouTube to just be a free-to-play player and not to be pay-to-win player when it comes to resins, since the resins are pretty much awful, garbage, a mistake, a well, you get the idea. But today, I will be that one guy who becomes overly addicted to the game by spending 800 Primo Gems every single day. Well, to be fair, only 7 days, but you do get the drill. The time I'm recording this is when the Meteor event is ongoing, and because I'm a moron, I decided to do it now instead of become a smart player by waiting until the event is over and when I'm so close to world level 6 and I could have just started on world level 6 anyways. But since I love you guys and I'm pretty sure some of you guys wants to know how it feels like to farm the game by spending 800 Prime Gems every single day, I'll do it for you guys so you don't have to. A few weeks ago, I asked you guys who do you want to see for the next spotlight, and without a surprise, a lot of you guys chose Diona because she is more recent character. Well, today we're going to use Diona as the task rabbit as I will farm for her materials throughout this video. By the end of each section, I will tell you guys the amount of how much that I get every single day based on the world level 5 rewards. Rewards of course may vary, so if you happen want to do this, please don't. Our results may be different. Let's start with the first day, which in the section, I will farm for the blue ley lines, which is also known as the scam content, based on my Discord server members decide to call it. Well, to be fair, I don't know if it's even scam, but I can see why some people dislike this ley line so much, since you have to do around 2 ley lines to upgrade 1 level when your character is on higher Ascension. For me myself, I don't usually farm for blue ley lines since I don't upgrade level of my characters that often. Also, thank god that MiHoYo added condensed resins so I don't have to spend hours on farming on these blue ley lines. Well, I don't think no one really asks about condensed resins, but it's still a convenient item anyway, so yeah. Everything is not enough. Really hard by the ocean. Every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand. Hey y'all, this is the second day and now we're going to farm on the yellow ley lines, which I still farm this until today. Since I spent $20 back for the first time, I got double for the amount so I can save the rest of the $20 for the next day. Thank god for that. Yellow ley lines are pretty much way more worth to farm than the blue one, in my opinion of course. Well, I mean the amount of EXP that I got yesterday are still a lot of course, but since I'm doing this to fully upgrade one character from scratch, it is a bit disappointing to me. But since your ley lines give a lot of Mora each clear, I can see myself to farm this for the whole day. Okay, today we're going to be farming on the artifacts. I searched online and asked people from Discord what is the best build for her, and a lot of people say that Maiden set plus Auxiliary Scholar set is a good set for her. At first, I thought it's going to be Retraceable Light, but that set is not good for Diona. I'll do quick explanation on that on the pinned comment, and also I'll be doing more explanation on that on the Diona's guide. To make this easier, I'll be fully farming on Maiden set instead. I have a Fambonius bow to replicate Auxiliary Scholar, so we should be fine. When it comes to farming, artifacts is arguably the most common one in terms of gameplay. But for some reason, the HP and defense stats appear way more often than others, especially on subs that weak PS. I can relate to that because I still get those effects way more often than the others. It's like MiHoYo purposely doing that for the sake of dollars, but I mean, it still matters of being luck anyway, so maybe my luck is just rubbish. Anyway, I do heard that you will get better effects at world level 6, which is awesome. But yeah, basically I do this stage and through it in like 2 until 3 minutes per clear, which is, it's not really a very fast one, and in fact it's quite long, but it's still fun in my opinion. Hey, it's the 4th day and I skipped one day because YouTube haven't paid me yet. Well, luckily they did pay me this morning, so yeah, we can continue. For today, we're going to farm on the talent level up materials. To me personally, I think this one is going to be slightly overkill because you do get quite a lot per entry. Of course, I don't think it's going to be enough to level up until level 10 material since you need boss items to do that, but yeah, let's just see how it goes. So in this stage, I mainly use Razor as my main DPS, because he can trigger Super Conduct pretty easily and he is the sweetest boy of course. For your information, Razor is my favorite character in this game. Even though that I use Ningguang a lot and pretty much made her on most of the contents, Razor is pretty much my most favorite character, and I actually use him quite a lot, regardless of I use Ningguang a lot. I pretty much use Razor as my DPS on the second chamber, I think, on the Spiral Beast, but I mean it still kinda depends on what enemies that I will be facing as well. And in this stage, I'll be using him as my main DPS as well. Also, I am triggered that some of the loot artists actually loot him because he is a minor. I'm so disappointed. Anyway, getting a little bit out of topic already. I find this stage very easy, but the only thing that bothers me is the ice spears that keeps falling from the sky. Well, I mean, they're not really a problem, but yeah, they just kinda get annoying from time to time. I just use my uninfested TG to give some healing so I don't have to waste my food supplies and help with the super contact for the Abyss stage. Hey hands, how you all doing? If you guys watch one of these Sims tubers called Plumbella, then you guys should recognize that intro. I'm a huge fan of Plumbella, and her intro kinda stuck into my head, so yeah, I have to do that. Well, I mean, that's kinda worth it though, because I've been wanting to do that for quite some time now. Anyway, today we're going to farm on the Ascension materials, which I think is going to be a little bit more time consuming than the others since the bosses have to be respawned at least around 2 until 3 minutes. In this period, I'm going to face the Cryo Regis mine because Diona needs that material. I will show you guys some of the artifact effects that I find decent at the end along with the amount of Hoarfrost cores that I get. Oh my god, my English. So yeah, I know I suck at facing the Cryo Regis mine, but to be fair, I can watch out the Regis mine with my Ningguang, but since I want to get more use with my Keia, I use him instead. I did made a video about him, but of course there is no way in hell that I would bench him after that since I waste my precious Resins and my sanity in the process. I also bench my catching just for Keia content and I feel like the hardware didn't pay off because there's not much people that watching that video. It's kind of disappointing. Well, I mean, he is not that bad actually as a main DPS, but I do find him more beneficial as a support DPS instead. I cleared the Regis mine around 2 until 3 phases, so yeah, I'm not that strong sadly. Okay, it's the 6th day and now I'm going to farm on the weapon Ascension materials. Now I have to warn you guys that my Favonius bow already has 2 Ascensions before this experiment and it's already the same with my sacrificial bow, so yeah. Not gonna lie, I was looking forward to this day because I want to play the Electros Lines and the Teaching Mage. But then I suddenly realized that you can't obtain those materials in that stage. In fact, you have to face this stage, which I find one of the most annoying stage ever because of these 2 annoying Abyss Mages. I died few times here and there because I don't use a healer, and in fact my CT is kinda under level, so I don't know if she can even survive that long in this stage. And yeah, this stage is just getting into my nerves. For the first time ever, I actually used the Hydro Potion that decreases the Hydro damage from these annoying mages, which I don't really use that often for potions, so yeah. I thought Oceanic was difficult enough, but it seems that these true Hydro mages are just the worst. Since you can't get rid of it easily like the Cryo and the Pyro ones. But yeah, it's just my personal preferences, I just find these Hydro mages pretty annoying.
보잘것없는 체질로 네 목숨 내가 걸었다.
이 순간은 영원히 선택할 시간이다. 안전히 있어. 성격은
거두지.
Alright, it's finally, the last day of this crazy extravaganza. I've wasted a lot of money and I started to think about my life choices. Why am I doing this and why am I so fixated on doing this? I could have spent them on something more valuable, like I could have buy a new phone right now, or maybe I could have just bought more Burger Kings or maybe more Pizza Huts or maybe some more McDonald's or things like that. But no, I'm just being a moron and just spend my money on doing this. But hey, I made it this far, and yeah, if you guys made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, please subscribe, share, and like if you haven't already so that I can restore my sanity a little bit more because this is just not worth it. Okay, for today, it's going to be a combo of artifacts, yellow ley lines, and last but certainly the least, the blue ley lines. The reason being is that these are pretty much more stable than the others. Each day I wasted like around 13 condensed resins, so yeah, I'll do 4 on the artifacts, 4 on the yellow ley lines, and the rest will be on the blue ley lines because I think we lack most on the blue ley lines. Okay, now is the moment that you all been waiting for. How much that we can get from spending all of those money to maximize one character based on world level 5. Alright, let's find it out. Yay, I'm so excited. No, seriously, I kinda wanna know though. So yeah, this is the result that I got. We surprisingly able to get her to her 5th Ascension until level 75, which a little bit disappointing, but okay. I think those extra EXP from the extra farming is a wise choice after all. For the weapon, I am also able to reach it to Ascension 5. Unfortunately, I lack of enhancement crystals, so I have to craft some more. For the artifacts, unfortunately I can't maximize 3 artifacts, which is the plume, the clock, and the headgear. I did upgrade the clock halfway, but other than that, I can't upgrade the rest. I am saving some of the 4-star, but I can say that you might able upgrade them more if you are willing to use the 4-star artifacts as the foders. For the talents, we surprisingly able to level them up to level 6. Since I don't have the boss items, I can't upgrade all of them to level 7 unfortunately. So yeah, those are the result of 7 days farming for an uninvested characters with pretty much $20 to spend every single day. Diona is not fully maxed yet, but can easily be fixed for a few more runs. What do we learn from these children? In total, I spent $100 and I personally think that it's not really worth farming like this. If I ever continue doing this for a whole month, then that's $400, which I think is not even responsible to spend your money on. Fair enough, you can max a character less than a week if you pretty much progress without spending any penny. So yeah, at the end of the day, just be patient and it's way more worth it that way. It's really a long video and I'm sorry if you guys made it this far and have to sit throughout that. But yeah, if you guys watched this video and made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more Nights and Genshin Impact videos I post every single week. Thank you to my supporters and I'll see you guys on next video. Thanks everyone, peace out.